Welcome, and looking at gold here, and as you know, we've been looking for an ABC rally for the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here. The C wave kind of appears that there is sort of 5 waves in here with a strong third wave in here, but it hasn't really reached our target, and we know that base metals are strong. And yesterday we talked about this move coming down through here as possibly being the wave, a wave 4 that's pulled back quite a lot, but hasn't really overlapped wave 1 in here somewhere. So it's still possible for this market to move up. I would only turn bearish if the 1240 became the retested resistance, and it's retesting it now, or in the bigger picture here, real clean overlapping wave structure would be the 1230 as resistance, and then we could bring that C wave down and put it here as such, and we'll just have a bit of a look at that. It's a little bit like the euro, really, just a little bit kind of unsure. We need a bit to get more confirmation on it. So first of all, the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave up here, and once this is complete, we'll be looking to the downside, but it may not be complete. There may be another structure to the upside. So this move down through here, I've labeled it all as a bearish picture, and wave 5 being in here, completed wave C here. So this would be down for wave 1 and ABC back for wave 2 here. So as I said yesterday, let's just allow it to play out in this space for a little while until it corners itself in here, and we've got a resistance and a price point to trade from. So I'm just looking at this in couple of ways in terms of the A, the B, and the C here for wave 2. If that's the case, and then this moves down, and actually this becomes 3 waves if this moves down, back down through here, and then finding the 1240 as resistance here, and you could trade short from that point there. In the bigger picture, we would technically need this wave 1 here with overlapping wave structure, so a market moving down through here, down into the 1230 here. So that would be the case from that point there. Look, if 1245 becomes a retested support, then you could trade long off that with a small position, then looking to add on to the 1250. So the other way is just on the short side, because basically it's got to work itself into a corner, and then you need to see that and then taking the trade from that point there. So the short side would see this A, B, and C for wave 2, then a move down which confirms that as an A and a B and a C, and then a retest of 1240 for the last time, and it'll roll over that way and move down below 1200. Otherwise, 1245 finding support, very small position with the view of adding on 1250. Now there will be corrective pattern at the 1250 there, so chill out, take your time, and allow it to do its thing, and eventually we'll find support and move up from that point there. The silver market is a bit the same as well. Calling a top in for that as well, because it actually had a nice move above the previous wave 3, so we can bring the wave 5 into that space there. Now the move down through here, it's not a very clear 5 waves. It could also quite easily be a 3-wave counter trend as well, so the same thing goes over here as well. If we get support on top of subgroup 1 here, 2030, then we need to look at going long from that point, adding on the 1240 and adding on the 1250, and we'll be going higher. But as it stands, we'll be looking for a corrective move up to the 1230. Now it could be in 5 waves, an A, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or it can be an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave up here. But one way or another, we wanted to come up and test that 1230 area through there. If it doesn't do that at all and completely wrong, then the short trade will be from the 2000, the major trading level 2 there. This as resistance here would create that. Otherwise, you need this rally to play out through here, and let it do its thing from that point there. Yeah. Right, the copper market, which is that's why gold can and precious metals can rally, because basically base metals are doing that. So copper, which moves with iron ore basically as well, same sort of patterns and so forth. So we've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've been looking at wave 4 here. Once that's completed, well, it is complete in my view, then we'll be looking for wave 5 up, making a new high above here, which takes us up to this area here. So we should see a nice run go for a little while through here up to the 350. So just drilling into that little price pattern through here. Wave 4 in play here. Wave 1. We did have this wave 2 popped in here, but you can see now that the error of our waves, but sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get your head around, but we can quite clearly see now that we've got 3 waves there. So that makes it corrective. So we'll see this top come out through here. So we're looking for 5 waves up in 1, 2, 3, 4 across the 340 and 338 area in here, and then wave 5 up here to make wave 5 of another minor degree A as well, then a larger correction from that point there. So just drilling into that there, we can see that, and this is why I'm thinking the ASX 200 could move along quite swiftly today as well, because we've had that nice third wave here in copper, and aluminium and all those are the same as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to make wave 1 here, back for wave 2, and then further upside would be followed here. And using the levels here, the idea was to be long above 333, adding on 335 after it's done its little corrective pattern through here. So just look to take out these highs here, or even lower this one here. Once it's, it's nice if it drops below the price point here, the 35, and then gets support back up there. That's good that way. That's, you're on the right track at that stage. Either that or just buying new highs if you're unsure, or buy retracements but leave the stop way out. But definitely a third wave here, so there'll be a fourth wave here. The fourth wave should pull back the standard, the 34% retrace, so 334 here, or to the fourth wave of 1 lesser degree here, a little bit sort of lower here. But because they're so strong, we can expect more of a shallow retracement, probably into 33450 tops, I guess. But anyway, the trend is clearly up to the upside, as is oil as well. And you know that we were looking for this daily chart here, but we're looking for an A and a B and a C wave up through here to 93, 94, but it's moving beyond that. And if we have a look at that on the intraday basis as well, this is just the 1 hour chart here. So we were looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. Normally the C wave would be the same as wave A here, the same length, but you can quite clearly see that it's much longer than that. And also too, we can see that the structure's got more to go. So wave 1, wave 2, nice third wave here that's not finished yet, because this is all of wave 1, 2, and 3, and 4 in here. So we'll see this move up to 95. There'll be some type of ABC correction across here in 3 waves. So it may react here, it may go a bit higher, hard to say, but some type of corrective pattern here, pulling back to the fourth wave of 1 lesser degree, and then making its way up through here, moving higher through here. So if you're long above the 93 as you're supposed to do, then you can just hold on to this because we're moving higher. Now the fifth wave here should be the same length as the A wave, so that will give you some idea of perspective and distance and so forth. Alrighty, the soybean market, it's all going pretty much according to plan, but I'm in no rush to do anything. It's fine to get some small positions above the 1300 there, but you must realize that it may come up into this space and then roll over from here as well. So we haven't seen that sort of tested support on the 1300 here just yet. So just on the intraday level here, so this move up through here, yes, it does look impulsive and bullish and so forth. It's not very clean to count and all the rest of it, but it will have some type of consolidation in here. And this consolidation is what I'm interested in, because if it does consolidate in this area through here and then breaks higher, then that's where we'll take the trade and start building to the long side. And then that would give us, it would give us a much more bullish picture, because it would give us this up here for for wave 1 up through to here, and then this is wave 2 down through to here, but I can't confirm this just yet, which is the I've got that labeled wrong actually, so that can go to there, that can go to there, and then we need to put this as minor 1 up here, which would be the orange one here, minor degree here, and this would be minor degree 2 here. So we do have potential for a strong, really strong move to the upside, but I'm a little bit reluctant because the other grains are rolling over to the downside. The US dollar is getting stronger as well. So we just need to allow this to work itself into this corner, and we'll pick up the thread from that point. All right. So the wheat market here, we were looking at an ABC correction yesterday, but being positive off the 72, looking for much higher ground. But as you can see now, the move up through here is in 3 waves, and it makes it 3 waves because this is moved back down below the 72. And if you were trading long on any 72, this is 570, if you're trading long on any 72 and it breaches it, you must exit from that point there. So looking for shorts below 572 and 570, and also adding on the breach of 565. There will be a bounce off this low down here at 560, some bounce, but eventually it will move lower from that point there. The corn market is the same as well. It's also found the 430 here, the top of minor group 1, as a resistance through here and rolling over. So it's very difficult to read this structure here. It does appear that it can be a 5-wave structure, but just a little bit uncertain. This is the 50 and 61.8 retracement level from this move up through here. So it will find some sort of support here. It will get to here if the 425 becomes the resistance, then it will be naturally pulled to the closest largest number. There will be some bounce off here, so there's no rush to be long or short in this point here. If it gets back up here, then we can look to go long from the 430 again, but otherwise if the 420 becomes a resistance, then these lows here will be taken out through here. So once again, we need this, allow this to play out in this space here as well. The orange juice market, I've had to relabel this, so I've relabeled it in such a way that this would be wave 1 at the top here now. So the 1, the 2, 5 waves for the third wave, the 4th wave, and 1, 2, 3, 4, because this is a little triangle here, and triangles only occur in wave 4, so that's part of the reason I've labeled that in here, and wave 5 to here as well. I'm also, I know in the bigger picture on the continuous chart, on the monthly chart, it is possible for this 5-wave structure to be part of a larger corrective structure as well as wave C here, as such here, wave C. So we could see quite a strong move to the downside here, but I can't confirm that either as such. So I just need to leave this as wave 1 for the time being here as such. But yeah, and we don't want to trade against the trend at this stage either through here. But look, the wave 2 would be in here, so we've got a whole. We can't do anything. The trade here was if 150 became support, and it's not. And I'm just sort of reassessing the situation here. It still might be the case in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an A and a B and a C, a pullback here, and then moving up through here. And if that's the case, we'll go long. But we don't have that support. We're not going to go long. And let's just see what unfolds in this particular space here. So there's better trading in the base metals and oil markets at the moment rather than the grains. And as I mentioned, the US dollar is knocking these around as well. All right, that's it. Cheers.